As you feel yourself now in this time and in this place, I want you to tell me the very first things that you see, or the very first impressions that you have as you begin to understand where you are and what is happening around you.
Looks like a big moth in my hand.
Tell me more about that.
It's just fluttering around. And it flies away.
And could you describe what your hands are like?
They're human hands. I'm wearing a long sleeve brown shirt. There's some rings on the hands.
And do you have anything on your feet?
Pointy brown shoes. Pointy brown shoes.
And are you male or female?
I'm male.
And are you inside or outside?
I'm outside. Outside in the woods.
And what are you doing in the woods?
There's like there's this dark figure that's in the wood, like a dark sort of shadow being. It's just watching me.
And how does that make you feel?
I tell it to get out. Tries to scare me. I tell it to get out.
Tell me more. Does it leave?
There's a couple of them that surround me. There's more than one now in the woods.
Why are they there?
They always torment me. Lifetime after lifetime after lifetime.
Do you know who they are?
The dark ones. Just in general. They always know who I am. 'Cause I stop them. Time after time after time after time. And they don't like it. They tried to interfere in this session earlier. So I asked the Elohim to catch them. Catch them. And that was stopped. Tried to interfere, so it was hard for me to focus.
And have they gone now?
Yeah, gone. Gone.
Let's move forward in time just a little bit and tell me what happens next in this forest.
There is a man who walks towards me. It's the guardian of the Lyrans. He wears long robes. He's here. He wears these really long robes. He's almost swimming in these long white robes. He's handing me a ball of light. He's telling me to place it into my head. Place this into your head. I place the ball of light into my head. And I can see myself a lot clearly now. I'm really beautiful. I have long black hair, long dark hair. He's my old friend. The guardian. He's just saying to me, let's take a walk together. Let's walk together. Let's have a talk. I haven't seen you in so long. What seems like a long time. but really there is no time. Just lets me know I can see what you are doing. I can see that great change will come as a result of what you are doing, what you are spreading. Do not let them intimidate you. You are the brightest star in the sky at this time. Shine brightly. Illuminate the world. Be one with the all that is, and there is nothing to fear. There is nothing to fear when you are one with God itself, the flame within, the bright light. They cannot torment you. They don't have it within them. They don't have it within them. We shine our bright lights together. And we come to a clearing in the forest. You can do anything you put your mind to. I'm right here, always here. You're saying that this is a past life, but he can be here at any time. He can be in this beautiful place and talk to me as my past self. Time isn't what you think it is. Reality isn't what you think it is. The reality that they've constructed in this world, it's just, it's not real. It's just like BS, basically. It's not real. This is real, and he holds out a ball of light in his hand. This is real. Everything else false fades away. This is where we come from, and this is where we will return to the light. This is everything.
Does he have any more advice for you at this time, or for any of humanity?
The path ahead is long for some, short for others, in the ways of ascension. Not everyone will make it on your particular path, but be not afraid. Your path is your path. There is no one who can create it but you. The world is in the palm of your hands. You as creator beings can shape and mold it. You do not have to agree to the terms set by the dark ones. You do not have to agree to any of that. Reality is like putty in your hands. Just simply pick them out, put them aside, and then shape the putty how you wish. And he's like, he shows me this putty, and there's just these bugs that are in it. He just picks them out and flicks them on the ground. He just continues to work with the putty in his hands. And he makes it into something beautiful. He makes it into a beautiful cone shape. Looks like a shell. You can create a world that will remind you of home within your heart. Be not afraid. Sure, many big things will happen, but when the world is just like putty in your hands, you can mold it into any shape you like. You are a creator. You are all creators. It's time to become creators. Step back into your creative abilities. Step back into your universal knowing. Step back into the all that is. Let it consume you. Let it breathe fire within your soul. Let it ignite candle within. One flame passes on to another, which lights another and lights another and lights another. Very soon, it's a massive fire, consumes everything. It's a beautiful fire. And this fire will destroy what it needs to destroy in order for the new seeds to be planted in the ground, fall from the seed pods onto the earth, just like the forest, just like the forest. Bushfires are necessary, not the manufactured ones on your world, but the real ones are necessary. Because then what is no longer needed is cleared, and the forest can be healthy. What is impeding the forest can be cleared. It is a self-sustaining mechanism. And then the seed pods drop the seeds on the charred earth. And after that, a new forest, new growth, new trees. And then the rain comes. And everything is beautiful and new again. And the forest continues on. It continues on because of this. It gets stronger, more resilient, beautiful, new, renewed, always going through seasons of change. Look at the seasons upon your world. Look at how they change. Summer, autumn, winter, spring. Everything reflects everything else. So just remember this. When you see the utmost darkness, soon there will be spring again, and winter will fall away and give birth to new flowers, beautiful butterflies, and new life. It will be as it was before, in the time of our making. And he's referring to the times when the Lyran race was created, was born. And it felt very beautiful, like spring.
Yeah.
Mm.
Can you expand on that and tell me more about it, please?
Mm. He's going to take me back to the beginning. Let's go back to the beginning, he says. And he's taking me back in time. And scenes from the past flash around me as we're going back in time to the first times. There's a group of animals in the forest. They look like the lemurs that I saw today. And he stands beside me. And he's just pointing at them. He's just saying, "Look, I went to the zoo today and I saw these lemurs." Now he's showing me the lemurs again. I'm getting a good look at these lemurs. There's a lot of greenery around. They're all different colors. Some are brown and some are white. These lemur type of things that have these different colorings. And have these little pink faces. And he's showing me that these were the animals that became the Lyrans. Now he's showing me one of these animals. And he is showing me the instance of where he's an angelic being. It's a very high level angelic being, the Lyran guardian. And he's showing me this magic, this light that comes out of his hands. And it's helping these beings, these lemur beings. The angels are coming in here. Oh, they did it slowly. They did it slowly over time. The angels came in and they put light into these beings. and accelerated their growth. And they've turned into something else gradually. It's a funny little elf-like thing. Has big eyes. I don't think it has any clothes. And they go and they add more light to these ones. And make them taller and taller. And now they're normal. They're normal size now. They're very beautiful. The angels have come in and added lots of light to these ones while they were playing in the jungle, in the forests. And now they're humanoid beings with these big eyes. It's all quite innocent, beautiful.
They sound beautiful.
Yeah.
Could you tell me about what they like to do? Do they eat?
Yeah, they like to eat fruits. They live in the trees. There's something that looks like a funny bumpy fruit that they like to eat. They like to eat this bumpy fruit. They don't really have any toilets or anything like that. They just poo on the ground. They're just really quite simple. They like to make this. They make things. They make a symbol that looks like a star. They make, crafts and things. They like to make crafts out of wood. Like to make a long staff, sticks and flutes. They like to make things with their hands. They have some nice hobbies. And now I see that they are weaving some materials with their hands. Just very simple. They built a swing for some reason. They built a swing and they put a swing in the tree. They're swinging in the tree. They made a tree swing. They're very playful. Climbing in the trees, swinging in the trees. They don't really know death. They're just excited and playful. Every day is like playing and creating things, making things with their hands. It's really quite fun.
Sounds fun.
And the guardian's saying to me that humans are like to make things with their hands from the very beginning. They're very, very creative. Very creative. And they make things with rocks as well now. And I see that the angels come again, then infuse them with more light. And now these beings discover that they have psychic abilities as time goes on. And they want to go and explore more now. They want to explore their world. They start wearing more clothes and they start exploring more. And their psychic abilities are really, really switched on now. They've discovered that they can, well, like, make things with their psychic abilities to, like, shape some small rocks and make them into things. But they were really creative to begin with. Creativity is humanity's nature, says the Guardian. It's where we all come from. It's where we all go. We are all creator beings, says the Guardian. It's important that we keep being creative. It's important that you keep being creative. Bring more creativity into your life. Now the Lyran beings are going on journeys. They're going to different parts of their world and they're going to set up new towns. It's all very exciting. They agree with each other. I will go this way and you will go that way. And we will explore. We'll start to explore. And we will make places all over our worlds. And then we can come together at the end. We can still visit each other. So they decide to explore. And in doing so that they populate the rest of the planet. They go exploring. And they make houses here and there out of the trees. And then they do farming, growing vegetables, planting fruit trees. They're really coming along really, really well. And they still have fun with the tree swings as well from time to time. But they busy themselves with doing vegetables and fruits and creating things. And they're going to start to make music as well. They like to make music. They like to do dances. These dances are quite wild and free. And they dance around. They dance around the campfire and tell stories.
How do they communicate with each other?
Communicate with each other telepathically. It's much easier than the first thing that they used to do. which was just to make these weird sounds at each other. These clicks and clicking sounds. I used to just make different sorts of sounds and clicks to communicate. And then later on they used telepathy because, you know, their psychic abilities were much more developed at that point.
Do they have other things on their planet, like other living beings or animals or anything like that at this time?
There's something that looks like a pig. A cross between a pig and an anteater type of a thing. It's quite funny. It's got tiny little eyes. They have lots of birds. Lots of birds that live in the trees. Make beautiful sounds. Some of the birds have really long tails. I have some big spiders, but they're kind of harmless. They're not bad or anything. They have butterflies. There's lots of butterflies. There's barely any big sort of predator species here. It's quite peaceful. It's quite a good planet for these beings. Because they're not going to get hunted by predators or anything here. There's just no big sort of predator animals at all. Nothing that could harm them.
And could you tell me more about you and your role here?
I'm with the Guardian. We're just watching. He's taken us back to those times. Because the Guardian of the Lyrans and I were both angelic beings. And he's telling me that he helped to seed the Lyrans in the first instance. He really, really helped with this. He was like, you know, like one of the pioneers of this. And so, you know, I helped too. I was there. I was there seeding light into these little multicolored lemurs. I was there seeding light into them. And he was there too. He was directing the project. I can see he was directing the whole project, and we were working with him. We were working with him on this project. And this project is very close to his heart.
So you was there in the beginning?
Yeah, I was there in the beginning. I was working with the Guardian. I was working with him. And he decided that he would really like to take part in this, and we all thought that it was a magnificent idea to see humans in the universe at this time. We all thought it was fantastic, and we were overjoyed and so excited to start this project. So this is where humans, physical humans, came from in this universe. And we do it in every universe. We seed humans. Every single universe. The universe previous to this one as well. And the universe previous to that one. We always do this. because, you know, this is how it goes. But, you know, every time it's different. It's just interesting to see the differences of each universal iteration. It excites us. It excites us to see the differences each time, because we think back to the previous times.
So these humans here, would they be the Alucard Lyrans?
No. Those ones happened billions of years later. This was billions and billions and billions of years ago. Okay, well, the time span that we're talking about here is like, you know, very early on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so humans are billions of years old. And the Guardian's laughing, and he's saying that it's not what they've told you.
No.
Humans are very, very ancient as well. Mind you, there are some beings that are even more ancient than that in this universe as well. And we started seeding a few at different points. We started seeding I can see that there's some beings that came from other universes to participate in this universe as well. They came to start this happening. The cat-faced beings, the feline ones, they came from another universe. They wished to participate in the evolution of this universe. And they were so overjoyed. It was like a feeling of a new world, like when you're exploring new frontiers, and they wanted to try this. So they came from another universe and became entwined into this one. And we seed things in the other universes too all of the time. But this one's special to us at the moment. We were focusing on this one. And we allowed the feline beings to participate in the evolution of the humans as well.
Could you tell me
it's all
more
very
about
exciting. Yeah. There was this portal that opened up, and the angelic beings, they expressed a desire to assist with this universe. So the angelic guardians that were helping this universe, there was a portal opened up, and all of these starships came through it, feline beings, and then they settled on some planets, and they started doing things. They knew that this universe was fairly new, and this was all really, really exciting. And I'm seeing when they look like big lions, and they introduce them to the humans, and it's very beautiful. They're just meeting each other for the first time.
And is it a sense of love?
Yeah. It was love, and they were like a big parent towards the humans. They were like, we're gonna look after these guys. They really loved them. The lion type of beings, the feline ones. They were just like really happy, like, we're gonna look after them. And I can see that they did that going forward. Even though it was difficult, we always looked after each other.
And what continued to happen in the timeline of development? What happened afterwards, after they came?
They introduced the humans on some of these worlds to some new things. They didn't introduce them with, like technology and all of that. They just, shared their wisdom with them. They thought that, it was important just to keep things simple, to not interfere too much. They shared their wisdom with them. That was the most important thing. Shared their wisdom and love.
And is there anything that we should know about these beings?
They're very, very grateful for the experience that has been provided in helping the humans in this universe. And for being part of this universe as well. It's such a beautiful experience for them, even though there's been a lot of hardships. They're very, they're very grateful to be a part of it all.
And is the Guardian still with you?
Yeah, he's still with me. The Guardian's still with me. And he's showing me that he took on a form of these ones as well. He decided to be one of these lion beings, the Urmah beings. He decided to be these ones as well, to incarnate amongst these ones, to assist the humans in different ways. And he appears as like a beautiful white lion as well. He's just showing me his white lion form. And he's saying that, like the stories of Narnia, this is like, it's got some awakening keys in it from this time,
Yeah.
with the character Aslan. Yeah. He's saying that there's things in it that people will recognize if they have the eyes to see. It's also why I liked reading the Narnia books.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And he's like Aslan in a sense.
And these feline beings, do they all look the same?
Some of them are white, some of them like are white lions, some of them like have darker fur. They're all like bipedal lions, and they wear regal clothes. And then there's some of them that have like dark sort of coloring. There's all sorts of different feline beings that came, and then they developed into different things as well. They looked different as time went on. And some of them even like got hybridized with humans and looked a lot more humanoid. So as time went on, you know, they did look different, but a lot of the Urmah beings they still look very much the same as they did. This is very much a the lion being is the feline beings are a beautiful template that's existed, you know, many universes prior.
So did they begin to live alongside the human beings on the same planet? Or
They visited them. They visited them sometimes. They provided guidance for them, but they didn't interfere too much with their development. They were more like, you know, guardians to them, helpers to them. Yeah. They thought that it was necessary that, you know, because they were very much developed with spacecraft and from another universe, they thought that it was very important for them to develop on their own accord.
And is there any other significant events here that we should know about today?
The reptilians didn't come until much later. That's when the Lyrans they wanted to experience more. So they were provided that catalyst. The reptilians came from another universe as well. You could say that the Lyrans are native to this universe. However, the template for the animal did come from somewhere else and was seeded by the angels to begin with. Angels went along to many planets and seeded many different animals in the beginning.
So was you part of the seeding of other universes as well? Or just this one?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. I've always been a part of this because we are very advanced creator beings. Let's just say. Like in the beginning, all creator beings like to make, you know, cute little things, little pieces of art, flutes, pottery, and then the advanced stages that they're angelic beings that go and create worlds and seed universes and create universes, even assist in the co-creation of universes. Life is just a big painting, and we are the music makers, and we are the dreamers of dreams. And everyone's at a different level in being a creator being. But the most important thing is to just be creative.
How could humans be better creator beings?
The guardian's telling me you just need to listen to your heart. This is where it all begins. This is where it all comes from. It comes from this part of you that you call God. You just listen to that part. And you can magic things out of you. You can pull things out of you. You can be as creative as you want to be. Humans have forgotten their creativity and replaced it with automation. We're going to have to remember our creativity going forward. Because it's very, very important. Because this is essentially where it all begins. Everything has to be created. And everything was a thought in a being's head. Even this universe, before it became a reality.
Thank you. Would it be possible to move on and speak to the higher self of Elizabeth, please?
Yes, that's fine. That's fine.
Are we able to connect with them now? Am I speaking to the higher self of Elizabeth?
Just adjusting to the body. It's releasing energy that is unnecessary for her going forward. Okay, that is done now.
Thank you very much. Elizabeth has some questions today. Are you able to answer those questions, please?
Yes, of course.
Her first question, which I believe has already been answered with what she saw today. However, I'm going to ask it anyway so that she can hear it from your perspective. Who is the guardian of the Lyran race?
Yes, he is. He is an angelic being. It is very, very, very close to me. Very close to me. part of my soul family. So he introduced himself at this time to help her learn about things. We have worked together in many, many projects. And in this case, he wished to take on to be the leader of the Lyran project. So that is why he has the title to be the guardian of the Lyrans. And there is one guardian, and it is him. It is him. And he has taken so many incarnations as Lyran beings, as these Lyran human beings. He has done so many, many, many times in order to seed light codes into this and to guide the species from inside and then outside. It's fun to take incarnations as the beings that you helped create in projects. It's very, very interesting and entertaining for us.
So, sorry, this isn't one of her questions, but is it okay for me to ask you one?
That is fine.
So you say it's interesting to incarnate as the beings that you help create. So was you a part of creating earthly humans?
At this time, other species were participating in the seeding of that race, but we were overseeing them. At this time in the universal history, other races had formed and become advanced civilizations, and they were assisting with the seeding of Earth. So they were doing their own creator role in seeding. So once we seeded civilizations, then those civilizations then seeded other civilizations. But it's like the angelic beings of this universe got the ball rolling, if you know what I mean. And the beings that came to assist in this universe from other universes, they also got the ball rolling. Does that make sense?
It does, yes. So would I be correct in assuming the advanced civilization you're referring to would be like the Anunnaki? Would that be a correct assumption?
No. Those ones were making trouble later on. I'm not talking about those ones in particular. They were very much service to self. So they were doing modifications for nefarious purposes. So the original ones I'm talking about, like the what you would know of as the tall whites, and some of the Pleiadian beings helped to seed the earth, and also you'll be familiar with the Arcturians. It was really a group project of a few different races coming together to help seed this project on Earth. And we just watched over. And there are races that you are not familiar with as well that helped in the seeding of this project. So it was like a co-creative effort. And there was some that made groups of humans that looked a certain way, and others that made groups of humans that looked a different way. And we were all just experimenting at that time.
Thank you. That's very interesting. Thank you very much. Okay, back to Elizabeth's questions. She would like to know who is the new guide that stands at the base of her bed.
This one is to assist her going forward with what she will be doing. there's just been extra protection placed around her with what she needs to do, because she, draws attention to the darkness and so forth. So they do not like this and they get stinky about it, but there is much protection around her, so she doesn't need to worry so much. And she has it within her that if she remains at a high vibration, she will protect herself just from her own light. So these are also brought in to assist her with the work that she will be doing. So there is one at the foot of the bed that is a protective angelic being. He is one of the ones that you would refer to as angelic powers. He wears a suit of armor on him. And then there is one that is beside her on this side. And this one is a being, an angelic being of pure white light. It's a very high vibrational being that is standing beside her at this time. And this being just appears as a white light form, but can appear to be wearing long robes. And this one is assisting her with the work that she is doing, with her sessions as well. This being generally will assist her with the sessions that she performs on others and the things that she does, her activities. He is assisting. So when she is doing sessions for other people or putting information out there, this being is just to make sure that this is, well, at a high frequency and is for working, with that information to make it, how would I put this? It's very difficult because this being has the let's just say the blueprints of the divine plan and assists her with implementing the divine plan. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Like the great divine plan. Yes. What we have been doing for a very, very long time is just assisting her, feeding information into her to help her to just implement this plan.
Does she need to do anything to connect, to develop a stronger connection with these guides? Is there anything she should be working on?
She can connect to them. She can go into meditation and connect with them.
Thank you.
She does not need to. Well, she already is aware of them, so she is connecting with them even on that level because she can see them and feel them. So the only thing is for her to do is to connect in with them directly and just to make a point of doing so.
Yeah.
The one at the base of the bed is just a very protective being, just protecting at this time. But also, this one can help with sessions that are requiring taking off of big demons and stuff like this. If there's any trouble, then this being can be asked to step in that instance. But she has lots and lots of beings, even me as the higher self, that she can call on to do this. There are many, many beings that can do this, but this being is just there so that if there is a sneaky one that comes in her room, he will just catch it. And I'm just going to, as her higher self, speaking through her, I'm just going to give him that permission. If he sees anything or anything that should not be in the room or should not be in her body, if he can take it out, that would be great. Thank you very much. He is very, very much, I'm very, very appreciative of these ones coming to me at this time. Very, very appreciative. We work together. It's important that we are very close, all the angels, to each other.
Thank you. So in total, Elizabeth has mentioned like 4 new guides. So the 2 new ones that are around her, are they also protection or are they something else?
Oh, there is just this one and then that one. So there's just two ones that have appeared with her, but there are others that are helping her as well. It's just that the ones that she sees around her bedroom are constantly there. They're constantly with her, if you know what I mean. They are 24/7. They keep watch. And they're 24/7. They are with her. So she has one this side, one that side, and then Archon is over there. And then there is another one that comes in from time to time just to observe and record what is going on.
Thank you. Sounds like she is very well protected.
Yes. They are on watch 24/7.
Is it okay if I ask you another question that isn't on her list?
That is fine.
I feel like you would be the perfect person to answer. Some people, for example myself, I feel very well protected. I don't feel like I have anything to fear in regard to demonic beings or anything like that. However, there has been occasions where I had a session with Elizabeth this week, and there was a like a helmet placed on my head and snakes put in my belly, or like snake-like things. How is that happening when I protect myself? I feel protected, but how are things like that passing that protection?
So at this point, everybody goes through dips in vibration. So sometimes they are very clever and they can jump on at opportune times. Maybe you got some bad news, or maybe something happened to you, or maybe a body part of yours was in pain, and this lowered your vibration just a little bit. And they use that little gap to jump on, essentially. So for a lot of people, this is actually inevitable, that they will have some form of stuff on them. It is unfortunately part of being part of Earth at this time, but we are helping to clean this up, and we are passing around awareness to this so that people can help themselves. Because once they are aware of this, then they can actually say no, and that they do not consent to it. This is also a lesson for humanity at this time, to be aware of this. So these entities, while they are problematic, they are serving a purpose for humanity to learn on the higher levels. Okay. But, there is unbalance with this. There has been a lack of balance. So there have been numerous infestations, for example.
Yeah.
But this is essentially on the higher levels. So if you looked at humanity in the future, they would no longer have this problem because they are high vibrational beings that have this strength, this great strength within them due to the experience of being tricked so many times, and then they say, no, I do not consent once they stop becoming, I guess, ignorant, and then gain wisdom and knowledge and develop understanding as they go on and develop this strength within themselves, this faith in their own power from what they have been through as beings. So this is all part of the soup of what makes the human experience.
Yeah. Thank you. Now, Elizabeth has asked if you, her higher self, could go to the Akashic records again. She said she found it really helpful last time. Last time she did the higher self portion in the Akashic records, and she would like to know, why is it more helpful?
It is more helpful because this is connecting in with your soul in a number of ways. So this is a difficult concept to explain, but essentially what you are seeing in the Akashic records is like a giant overview of your own soul and the collective consciousness and all of these things. So this is due to the way that the Akashic records have been constructed for the use of beings within this universe. So Akasha is also known as prana or ether, and this is what angelic beings use to create the universe. So this is like building blocks of source energy. It's building blocks of source energy. So it is like shaping these building blocks. And this is how the Akashic Records was created out of. It was created by angelic beings able to be in every solar system, in every instance of life, for every being. And it is like a living, breathing database made from God consciousness, made from this. So it is because of the way that it is created for the benefit of the beings that use it, that it can be greatly healing and greatly enlightening. It is the most important resource that the universe has, essentially.
Yeah.
That has been given to the universe created. So it's alive, it's brimming with light, and you can use this in a great number of ways.
So are you in that energy now of the Akashic records? Is that?
Yes, we can go into there. We can go into there.
Thank you. Now, excuse my pronunciation. I did ask, but I've forgotten. Who is Melchizedek?
Melchizedek.
And why was he present in Elizabeth's, again, excuse my pronunciation, kinesiology healing a while back?
Yes, kinesiology. Yes, he has appeared in all of her healings. He is the universal logos, the being that is the incarnation, the being that decided to incarnate as the body of the universe at this time to play this role. So we are all made from source energy. And as you understand, there are various levels of angelic creator beings. And this particular creator being has decided to incarnate as a universal body. A universal body. So he is experiencing being a universe at the moment. So he is actually, and she received this message because it was time for her to know. It was time for her to know this. This is why she asked this question, to receive confirmation. It was time for her to know this at this deeper level, that this being was, or still is, the universal logos. He is assisting her at this time. And he is a angelic creator being as well. And various beings take different roles because they wish to experience this on a greater scale. So he wanted to decide to be this universe. So this is his body that we are speaking in at the moment.
Wow.
And he is all around me now, shining his brilliant light into me, giving me an activation in my heart. So this being is very, very wise and very strong. Very wise and very strong. And he did take an incarnation in Atlantis a long time ago as well. So he also took various incarnations in this universe while simultaneously taking in a role as experiencing being the body of this universe. It's a interesting concept to wrap your head around, but it is, let's just say this is how we like to play.
Makes sense. I understand. Thank you. Elizabeth's next question is, what did the Alucard Lyran or Alucard Lyran like to do?
Like to do in their spare time?
Yeah.
This is going to be quite amusing for many people, but they like to play video games. This is why she likes to play games too. They like to play video games in their spare time, and they liked to create various things, and they had very immersive computers that they would amuse themselves with, and they had music that sounded like techno, and they were very, very technologically based, but still very intuitive. And some of them would research galactic history, some of them would develop their psychic abilities to a fine point, and they all had different hobbies. They were very, very, they still are a very, very vibrant race, full of emotion and color, and they were just quite like humans in a sense. In some ways they are like humans, in other ways they are not. But we would get along very well with each other.
Thank you. And what did they like to eat and spend their time, which we just answered that one, and their culture? What was their culture like?
Their culture was very, they respected nature, but they also had a respect for technology. It was very balanced in this sense, but sometimes they erred more on the technological side of things, but very, very much like a fusion of nature and technology. And a lot of their buildings were very geometric and using, let's just say, like black volcanic stone and hexagon type of shapes and square shapes and interesting geometric shaped buildings. And they had they liked water features as well in their buildings. They liked water features and indoor waterfalls. It looked very, very modern, but very beautiful at the same time.
Yeah.
Their clothing was sometimes very modern, and sometimes the elders wore something more traditional. But they would wear what you would call modern looking clothing. And some of the fabrics that they used to wear had various abilities, and they could I'm seeing that they could change the color of their garments with their thoughts. They quite liked this type of fashion and display their thoughts on their fashions.
Yeah.
This was quite interesting, exciting for them. They had various novelties, and for foods they ate bugs and fruits and vegetables, but this was done nicely, so it wasn't like yucky bugs. It was more like the experience was more like eating lobsters, for example.
And do they still eat now, or?
They are in like a semi-physical form, so they do not need to consume food as such, but more liquids and energy.
Yeah.
But back in the times when I incarnated, they used to have big feasts with bugs, eating some bugs, big bugs on their planet. So they cooked up the bugs. It was quite interesting, but a lot of people have discussed when it comes to this kind of thing. But they quite enjoyed it. They did not. They had a like a taboo against eating mammals. So they ate bugs because bugs don't have as much consciousness coming into them as, say, for example, a mammal does.
Yeah. Yeah. Obviously, we have like bugs. It sort of makes you feel a bit queasy when you talk about eating bugs. Just what we're used to.
Yes, this is not what we are used to on this planet. We are not eating giant bugs.
No. Why does the human collective need to know about these ones at this time? And why is it coming out now? And why is it Elizabeth that is the only person bringing information forward about this race?
Because she is connected to the Guardian and the Seeders. She's one of the Seeders of the Lyran race to begin with. So she has very close connections with these beings and with beings that have connections with these beings. And she has incarnated as these beings many, many, many times before. So who would be the better person to talk about it? Probably she. Probably she is the best one to talk about it at this time because she is connected in with that collective. They are watching it now. They watch her shows. They like to communicate with her. But she does not know that they communicate with her all of the time, but sometimes she is aware of it.
Is there anything she could do to be able to communicate with them in a clearer way?
Let's continue to do these sessions and continue to move forward with this. You can do meditations. You can make them shorter. They do not need to be very long. But another way of connecting with them would be to spend more time in the forest as well. And this will activate more, I guess, feelings within her, reminding her of them. And also, when she is connecting in with them, they are very, very, how would I say, not grateful. They are their hearts overflow with love for this opportunity that is provided to them to be able to introduce themselves to humanity at this time. it is the right time for their stories to come out and be amongst humanity. It is just the timing of things, the divine timing for these ones to come out. And they have been waiting silently and patiently in the background for that time that they will become closer to humanity, and humanity remembers who they truly are. And they are related to humanity as well. So they have been in the background helping. In the past, they assisted humanity very much on the earth plane during the times of the chaos that followed the fall of Atlantis. They assisted humanity in their physical forms. And there are some of their skeletons that have been left on the earth plane from those times in war. But these have been taken away because they want to hide the extraterrestrial involvement with the earth for some time, because it is easier to keep humanity enslaved when they are in the dark about who they really are. But these ones are here now to introduce themselves once again, and to let people know that they are there, that they can help. They would wish to help if people would ask them. They can only be asked. They do not come to help unless they are asked.
So they can travel to the earth, and they've done that before?
Yes, they've done this. They've done this many times before.
So will humanity and them have contact again at some point?
They are speaking amongst each other. There is a group of them in the room, and they are speaking amongst each other about what to say. And then they're just letting me know that the times that we will be in contact will be, well, we can already, they're saying that they can already be in contact with humanity if they so choose to do so. But it is more of a choice for humanity to be in contact with these ones. They have learned lessons in the past from interfering too much with external affairs, with the affairs of other beings. And so they, well, what I say, err on the side of caution. And it would be wise if you wanted to contact them, you just needed to make that known to them, and then they would do so. But it might be for the time being, in the dreams or meditation or something like that, until a time in the future. But you see, they are semi-physical beings.
Yeah.
And when we become semi-physical beings, then we will be on the same level as them. And so it will be very easy for us to contact them when that's the case. But because they are of a higher density, a much higher density than we are at the moment, if they were to contact us right now, for example, we would just see like an energy form of a very tall being.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
so, yeah. Because they are a physical form that is much higher density.
Yeah. Well, I welcome any contact from them. I would love it.
Yes, they are very, very happy to receive this invitation from you. They can assist in any sort of ways, and especially with the removal of AI in the body, because they know about this. They are very familiar with technology.
Yeah. Thank you. Elizabeth would like to know, why does she not feel like going out very much? She's put that she is shut in, but at the same time she would like more adventure in her life. How can she heal this?
She is afraid of stepping into her true nature as a creator being. I would say that in the past she had various, let's just say, traumas happened when she went out and adventured in this world. So she has shut herself in to keep herself safe. This is no longer necessary. She does not need to do this, for she is protected. And she is on the correct path now. She is not ignoring her guides or going astray or doing any of these things. So it would be fine. Everything would be beautiful and safe and wonderful if she were to adventure again. But I'm just going to go up to the records and I'm going to put some light into the soul to do with this. I'm going to download a new file into this just to dissolve some of that trauma from this lifetime, because she was very adventurous for a long time, and let's just say that she got burnt, and so she associated being adventurous with something dangerous, and this did not need to occur. So I'm just going to release this. Hello.
Hello, I'm still here.
Okay, wonderful.
I'm just giving you some time to do the releasing.
It has been released.
Thank you.
It's all good. Wonderful.
When we first went to see the creation of the Lyran beings and the guardian of the Lyran, she found herself in a forest surrounded by shadow beings. Why was this, and why was they present?
This was to show her what she has dealt with for many, many lifetimes, and how the guardian came in and then showed her. This was like something to show her how how to go forward with these ones. Go forward with these ones that target her. Because she does not need to have these ones constantly targeting her. She can just throw out all of this light and then they won't come anywhere near her. She does not need to be afraid. As the guardian reminded her and provided her with the ball of light. And when she put the ball of light in herself, then it was all good. It was fine. All you need is light. That's all you need. It is very, very simple. Just pump out as much light as you can. Pump out as much light as you can. And you know how to do it. You know how to pump out as much light as you can. You have been doing it a lot all of this time. You can let off a bright burst of light, and then you do not even need to ask for the intervention of higher beings to come and save you necessarily. You just need to send out a blast of light and then they run away scared, because it is in their nature that they do not like the light. So just keep shining bright. Do not let them dim your spark. But this scene, it was something that she had seen in that lifetime as well. It was something of a learning combined with something of an actual memory that occurred in the lifetime that she spent with the guardian.
Yeah. Makes sense. Thank you very much. She would like to know, is she able to channel the Elohim Council? Is it something that can be done and opened up for her currently?
The council will have to be very, very strict about this because of the amount of energy that would, well, I guess, put stresses on the body. You see, we are very, very big. So we cannot, all of us as a collective, it would be too much for the body. So there would have to be restrictions with this. And only with the council. This would be very, very important, that her vibration is just going to need to step up a bit before she is able to do this and not have any problems with beings that try to interfere like they do with other channelers. They like to do this and jump in and say all sorts of things because, you know, that channeler is not at a high enough vibration for this to take place. So what is required is for her to raise the vibration even more so for this, because the Elohim Council, they do not like the information to come out about the council. They do not. This is especially targeted, the council and what they do, because this is very high level information. So they do not want this out. But so she will have to just be very much stronger in herself as well. So this can happen, but just not at this time. Just in the future. Maybe like the latter half of this year or the beginning of next year is when we are expecting her vibration and her strength within to just come to that place where it needs to be. This is the projected outcome.
Is there anything she needs to do to raise her vibration more? How could she achieve this?
She can stop eating big greasy hamburgers. Well, what she could do it's just the little things actually. I just said that as a little bit of humor, but her diet is very, very good now. What needs to happen is that she essentially needs to just get out of bed and do things that would be productive and beneficial to raising one's vibration. And she should very much get involved with sound as well. Make use of the singing bowls. That would help, and going on forest walks and all of these things. But this is raising quite rapidly, so it's not so much of a problem. Actually, it's just that the council is at a very high vibrational place, and in order for them to come down, certain parameters have to be met. So this is why she has been placed in a rural area for this time, so that her vibration is not too much affected by the beings around her.
Thank you. You mentioned diet. This is something that has come up for myself when I've had my own sessions. I actually, I was, for lack of better words, I was made to stop consuming meat, stop consuming eggs. I do still eat dairy at the moment, and it comes through regularly that I'm to reach my full vibration of where I need to be, I should be predominantly raw vegan, so eating raw fruits and vegetables. Why is it some people need to adapt their diet and other people seem to be able to channel no problem without changing their diet?
Well, this is because some of these beings that are able to channel very easily, they infuse light into what they consume and what they do, and put out light into their environment in that way. They're skilled with the use of the light, so that they make their fruits and vegetables and foods higher vibrational. But a lot of the foods on Earth are corrupted, and it is not always necessary to eat a raw vegan diet, but to have an organic, unblemished diet would be the best. Closer to nature is ideal. Closest to nature that you can possibly get. And I know that it is very difficult, but you can also use light over your food to activate this.
Thank you. I'll do that.
And sometimes in these sessions, we are on a continual path of moving upwards. So the information may change at later points as you become more connected in with who you really are, and less of the ego self is coming through in the sessions. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yes. So always a certain amount of the ego self comes through in sessions, but as we are going up higher and higher like this, less and less can come through. So these answers may change as you go forward, and do not get too attached to the outcome of like, oh, my higher self said this at this point, but this at another point. It is because you are raising in vibration. This is because this is happening. When you raise in vibration, of course, the answers to your questions are going to change. So the best way to eat food would to be eating food as natural as possible, and to be eating just food that you have either blessed or infused light within the food. And that is fine. That is fine on itself. You can eat fish and all of these other things if you infuse that vibration with love and gratitude for the life that the fish has laid down. The Alucard beings ate bugs, for instance. It is not so. The universe is a very diverse place, let's just say.
Thank you. Do you have any messages or anything else that needs to be said today before we finish the session?
It would be important for her to start with the next Lyrans Urmah bottles that she has planned for herself, and just to continue on with what she is doing, and just remembering that you do not need to be frustrated in any way about the darkness, because it is just going on its path, and you have seen this many times before. Not need to be concerned about it, because they are just making a lot of fuss and a lot of song and bother and targeting lots of people, but it is all just noise in the face of that which is the light and the love within this universe, which is actually the truth. It is all just little squeaks and petty noise in comparison to the strength that lies in that light and in that love, which is the strongest thing that there is. So if you wish to, I guess, stay away from their sights, you might want to try just blasting out that light and love and just letting it radiate around you. They will really dislike that. They will be like, yuck, I don't want to even go near this one.
Yeah.
And they will go away. They will not even attempt to bother or do anything. Even if you are focused on removing them and assisting others, they will look at you in such disgust that they will not want to come near and try to hurt you in any sort of way, try to bother you in any sort of way. They will be so repulsed and disgusted in the best kind of way. So I'm smiling right now because this is quite humorous to me.
Well, thank you very much. We will definitely keep that in our thoughts. I have been doing the blasting out light actually since I was a little girl, because I've always seen strange things. So thank you very much for that confirmation, because obviously what I'm doing is having an effect. So thank you very much. Okay, if you are ready and if it's okay, I will bring Elizabeth back now.
Yes, that is okay.
Thank you. We're going to bring your light body